Hi, thanks for taking the next few minutes to watch this video your friend recommended to you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to save over 100,000 insurance premiums from existing plans and invest it with an average 8% per annum return. How to pay 60% cheaper for insurance plans, and how to make anywhere from a part-time income to a full-time income by telling your friends how to do just the same, from the comfort of your own home without having to be a pushy salesperson by following a simple proven system you're watching in action right now. I get started with this program about 3 years ago. You see, the truth is, when it comes to buying insurance, over 90% of the people are being sold whole life or investment-linked plans. The problem with these plans is that they're so expensive that it costs you to pay 60% more in insurance premiums and thus having insufficient cover. More importantly, you are unlikely to achieve your financial goal as well. This phenomenon is happening not just in Malaysia, but to our neighboring countries as well, like in Singapore, Taiwan, Hong Kong, or even mainland China. If you have not figured it out, MarketSchool.com has positioned itself in magnifying the power of financial knowledge to its unfair advantage through one of the applications that everyone needs: insurance. To give you an idea how huge the insurance market is, just look around you and I. Everyone has already bought insurance plans. The only issue is they have bought the wrong plans, whole life or investment-linked plans. Our core program, the Genuine Insurance Advice, TGIA, is a program you probably never knew existed, and your insurance agent will definitely do not want you to know about. TGIA has helped many people to save tens of thousands of insurance premiums from their existing plans and then help them to invest properly. How we do it? It is because at MarketSchool.com we advocate the use of term insurance as a form of life protection. We subscribe to the idea, buy term, invest the rest. Here's what Susie Orman says in a CNBC show.
Right now, a video cue. Let's go to Catherine in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Good evening, Susie. I'm married with 2 young children. Our financial advisor signed us up for variable life insurance on my husband. We pay over $600 a month with a death benefit of $750,000. We've had it for 6 years and I've never felt comfortable about it, and I'm wondering what we should do.
What you should do, first of all, is get yourself a new financial advisor. That's number one. You know, Miss Orman here has a top 10 hate list of investments that she hates. And she hates them because they literally do absolutely nothing for you, and they do everything, in my opinion, for the financial salesperson that sold them to you. And variable life, universal life, whole life insurance, that's probably on the top of Miss Orman here's top hate list. So, the only type of life insurance that you should have, in my opinion, is term insurance. Insurance that's good for a specific period, a term, usually until your youngest child is 23 years of age. $650 a month for $750,000 of insurance. Do you know, with a 20-year level term policy, let's say you were in your 30s, you could do that for $50 a month. Not $650 a month, and then you could take that $600 and do what with it? Put it into a retirement account. Insurance was never meant to be a permanent need. It was only meant to be there during your younger years in case something happened before your assets built up. Here's what you need to do. I want you to get yourself a 20-year term insurance policy in place. Then cancel your other insurance. Never, ever, ever cancel insurance until the new one is in place. And like I said, get another financial advisor. All right.
So why I believe in using term insurance, and what is the main purpose of buying insurance? Some of the biggest risks in life include the loss of income due to death, disability, and major illnesses. When we retire and no longer earn an income, we do not need insurance protection for it. Therefore, buying permanent cover using expensive whole life or investment-linked plans means paying for something that you do not need and likely cannot afford. So many end up being grossly undercovered for their protection needs. One of the main reasons given by insurance agents to people on why they should not buy term insurance is that when insurance expires, they will get nothing back. Due to the lack of financial knowledge, people easily buy into that idea. While this is true, it is only half a truth. This is because it is the same for the whole life or investment linked plans too. For every dollar you pay as premium for a whole life or investment linked plans, a portion of it goes into paying the mortality charge that provides you the cover you need. The rest of it is invested into the insurance company's life fund. The mortality charge portion is never returned to you. The only reason you get money back from a whole life or investment linked plan is that you gave the insurance companies extra money. What makes things worse is that we have to pay 170% commission on the saving and investment portion. To me, this doesn't make sense at all. But when you buy a term plan, you are effectively paying only for the mortality charge. You are just buying pure protection, like motor insurance. For the longest time, we have been told that we can use insurance for protection as well as for saving towards our financial goals. The irony of this is that the returns of insurance, which is similar to the fixed deposit rate, are insufficient to help us reach our financial goals, and whole life and investment linked plans is so expensive that you are likely to have insufficient cover, which means it will not protect you fully as well. So buying whole life or investment linked plan achieves neither goal. When we buy term insurance, we can at least achieve the protection goal, which is the priority and foundation of all good financial plans. Then, with proper advice and coaching, we can use the savings from not buying a whole life or investment linked plan to invest and reach our goals. We now have a chance to achieve both goals. The balance of the premium can be invested into mutual funds, exchange traded funds, stocks, and properties that makes more sense. There's no need to use insurance plans. Insurance is for protection only. The word insurance suggests so. To give you an idea how the figures look like, a 30-year-old man who buys 100,000 protection with whole life or investment linked plan will cost him anywhere from 2 to 3,000. Take 2005 as the average. With term plan, it will only cost him 800 for the same protection. In the next 30 years, the balance of 1,700 each year will turn into a whopping 200,000 with an 8% per annum return, as compared to a 3% per annum return, which is only 80,000. You are going to lose out the difference, which is 120,000. If the advantages of term plans are so clear, why are they not frequently bought? There are many reasons, but over here, I'm going to highlight only the two main ones. I call them the two lacks of salesmen. The first is the lack of knowledge, and the second, the lack of motivation. I spent 8 years with an insurance company before I started my own career. I can count on the number of times we were trained in the use of term insurance on one hand. The emphasis was always on great profits products. But I think the biggest hindrance to term plans is a salesman's lack of motivation. It is obvious that the commission payout for whole life or investment linked plans is a lot more than that for a term plan. In this commission-hungry industry, where salesmen are rewarded with sales more than advice, whole life or investment linked plans will always be sold. Senior Minister of Singapore, Koh Chok Tong, supported the use of term insurance and even asked insurers to put more emphasis on it during NTUC Income's 40th anniversary dinner in 2010. I have even spoken to actuary, someone who designs insurance products, on what he buys for himself. He said he would never buy a whole life or an investment linked plan as it is just too expensive and doesn't make sense. He has protected his family with term plans. So, if the chef doesn't eat his own cooking, why should we? This is how Robert Kiyosaki replied his reader on whole life insurance policy, which can be found in one of his books, Conspiracy of the Rich. I do not like investing in life insurance. Personally, I think it is a rip-off, especially with the Fed printing so much money. Inflation makes your money worth less and less every year. Also, financial planners push this investment because they make money off of you, not because they're necessarily good for you. That being said, whole life insurance policies are good for people who are not able to save and for those who have very little financial education and do not know how to invest successfully. Term life insurance is another option for those who are uncomfortable investing, and it is a cheaper option than whole life insurance. I leave that choice up to you.
Namaste, you're on there with Susie.
Hi, Susie. My wife and I absolutely love your show. We watch it every week. It's such an honor to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. What can I do for you?
Well, Susie, a friend has recommended that we buy a whole life insurance policy as an investment.
Stop. There isn't a friend in the world, not one friend in the world, that if it was a true friend would recommend you buy a whole life insurance policy. A schnook, somebody who wants to take you, somebody who in my opinion is not a friend, maybe, but there is no way a friend would do it. Does that answer your question already?
Okay, please do not go out there and blame your friends who happen to be an insurance agent and sold you whole life or investment linked plan. This is not to say there are no good salesmen or advisors out there. Unfortunately, they are in the minority. I know some of them who will still insist on recommending term insurance despite earning less. To these people, I salute you. But the fact still remains that for the majority, compensation drives behavior. At MarcusClue.com, we strive to bring the wake-up call to people while magnifying the power of financial knowledge through its applications. In our TGIA program, you will be able to answer yourself. Do I really need insurance protection? How much insurance protection do I need? And how to buy term insurance plans. The most exciting part is you are going to save over 100,000 excessive insurance premium from existing plans and invest for an average of 8% per annum return. Pay 60% cheaper for insurance than the rest from now on. We are going to walk you through the whole process of changing from your existing plans to new term plans. We have a network of insurance agents working with us. With our vast experience in the industry, you are rest assured to be hassle-free. You also have the privilege to join our private equity fund if you like. The program is a one-on-one consultation basis. Our program is not going to cost you $5,000, not $3,000, not even $1,000. Our program only costs you one-time fees of $899 per person. Guys, there are no comparison for this kind of program out there in the market. TGIA has taken the initiative to wake up many of us who are left in the dark due to the lack of financial knowledge. It is time to start minding our own money, because if you don't, nobody will. If you want to find out how much you could be saving with your own insurance plan info, get back to the person showing you this video, take a snapshot of your plan info and send to us via our representative or email directly to wecare@marcusclue.com. And we will provide you a complimentary summary like this showing you the exact figures you could be putting into your own pocket for better investment opportunity. I want to pause for a little while and kind of change gear now. I want to pose a question to you. If your mobile service provider is going to put up an offer to you to go out and simply refer 9 friends to the service you're on, your monthly fees are waived. Would you tell anyone? Well, if you think like me, the answer is yes. You have 9 referrals by the end of the month. MarcusClue.com is taking the exact same concept and apply it to your program fees. As soon as you refer 9 others to join our program, your program fees will be fully refunded. There are people who simply shows this video either online or on their mobiles. They can easily get the 9 by the end of the month. You see, unlike most insurance agents you may know of, you don't have to look out for people to convince to buy your product. Everyone has already bought insurance plans. The chances are the majority of your friends have bought the wrong plans. And our program will serve as a wake-up call to them and to mind their own money. This is how huge the market is, and in business terms, it is called the blue ocean strategy. We literally will change the perception and the way people buy insurance. And the best thing about it is that we are just getting started. It is a shame that we have to tell the industry the right thing to do. But in the case of term insurance, it is the only way things will change. And thanks again for watching this video. I look forward to meeting you personally in the near future.